All right, boys, I saw Iron post a video where he said, let's copy paste this. He said the condition of 7 deadly sins is worrying since Grand Cross. And in the video, I assume he talks about, and I sort of know what he thinks and what like his complaints are about Grand Cross. I can assume what he talks about. And in this video, he shows Dora-chan's Twitter of him posting a video about Grand Cross warning signal, the reason why all users are quitting one after another, sung the alarm to management. Grand Cross sent this since Grand Cross. I love Japanese titles. They read like newspaper headlines. It's lovely. But well, he talks about this video. Now I've realized while watching this video I don't speak French, and then I went to Dora-chan's video and I realized I don't speak Japanese either. Now in this video I did like randomly click to this bit where he was looking at the revenue, and all of us don't speak Japanese, right? Maybe on some days, but right now no one does. We can all, I think we all know what he's saying here. Okay, listen. He's looking at 2023 revenue. He's about to click the 2022 one. Okay, spoiler. And by his reaction, you can tell what he's saying and what his reaction to it is. But yeah. It's so funny. I don't know what he's actually saying, and I might be wrong, but I'm just imagining. He's like 2023 made this money, so like, you know, we probably made more money than the last year, because that's what makes sense. Oh wait, we made more money than last year. What? The previous years than we do now. How does that make sense? That's probably what he's saying. Okay, I'm just only assuming. Now again, I don't speak Japanese. I went through the comments, and apparently someone called Super Vegeta has retired. He announced his retirement. He made a big video. I can't find it. When I look up Super Vegeta Grand Cross, I can just find fake collab images and people making like really stupid edits. So I couldn't find him. But I assume he's a pretty big deal. I'm surprised I don't know of him, but he has quit. Maybe he's just like a player, not a YouTuber, and he just made like an announcement, like a forum post. Maybe he's just like a big player. I don't know, but maybe I'm silly, but I genuinely don't think I know him. And I went through Iron comment too, and like what people had to like complain. And then I compiled a list mainly of my complaints, but I took them in consideration about Grand Cross, and I made it the I hate Grand Cross list. Let's go to this because it's darker. Thank you. And I made the I hate Grand Cross list. Now we're gonna go through this pretty quickly. It's pretty long, I guess. It's 2,500 characters. Damn. Couldn't hit that in school, I'll tell you what. But anyway, we'll go through it pretty quickly. Okay, I think most of these are like pretty self-explanatory. I just want to get that out there, because if there's a chance that Normal is watching any of these videos and they sort of care about their game, I don't think so. I generally think that they're doing the thing where they're so complacent with Grand Cross, they're doing the absolute bare minimum, and they're not thinking about anything in the game critically. They're just like, okay, this is what it is, or whatever the next update. Like that's my impression of how they're going about the game right now. They're not thinking, oh, people might have an issue with this or this, or like this might be an issue. We should maybe rework this. Nah, it's work. They're like, thorough release. Oh, we made money. Okay, we'll new UR festival next month, guys. Again, money. That's the extent of thinking that goes on their brain, I think. But maybe I'm wrong. Regardless, I have a bunch of stuff I want to talk about, so let's get through this quick before it's a 50-minute video. First of all, Reverse Stages haven't gotten updated in years and only covers season 2 and some Ragnarok stuff. In all correct to Ragnarok, I swear I'm not a nerd. So, if we go to Reverse Stages, which they've conveniently moved all the way to the bottom, by the way, in one of the recent updates, you know, it says a lot about that mode. When we first got this was mega hype. Okay, you get to replay the story, but you get to play as a villain. Okay, sick. So sick, right? Or you get to play as a character you usually fight in the story. Very cool, right? You have season 1 stuff, and then we have season 2 stuff, and then this is also season 2 in the anime, but they called it season 3 because it was like the season of like when they, you know, like in game, like, oh, this is the 3rd season of Reverse Stages, like the 3rd phase, they could even call it. But like it's like the Meli versus all the commandments getting stabbed up and everything. It's not season 3. So yeah, it's questionable like why they haven't updated this at all, because this was really fun. I really enjoyed this. Like this was always cool to do. The Ragnarok one, the special one, was horrible. I remember this is the Brunhild one, right? Yeah, so the Brunhild one, you can use I used a level 1 green Brunhild and I beat it. Okay, and the other ones you are struggling, bro. If you like, I know there's a lot of people out there that haven't done this Meli one. This one, there's a lot of people that haven't done this one. This one was tough back in the day. Obviously now it's super easy, but a lot of people, like, I know you haven't done this. And these were always cool when they're coming out. I remember like watching, I didn't make videos at the time, I think that's when I took a break. Or no, I did make videos, but I wasn't making these type of videos. I was making like just only PvP videos. And I remember like watching seeing that the update came out. I would just watch like a Nagato video of him reacting and getting beat up for like 20 minutes on like a reverse stage, and that was cool. And people would find all sorts of strategies, and that was cool. It was updates, right? Like, oh cool, like we get like we're playing this game for 7 cents. Let me preface this entire list with, there's a lot of people that defend OCs nowadays, and you're not cool for thinking that OCs are fine. You are part of the problem. It's a problem to grow complacent with the OCs that are actively killing this game, because no one, you would not play a Naruto gacha game if you didn't like Naruto, even if the game was good. You wouldn't play a 70 cents gacha game if it didn't have 70 cents and you're a 70 cents fan. Okay, and this game's extent of 70 cents is a Meliodas, an Escanor, a Ban, and Arthur, and that's about it. That's all about all you see, right? And there's like 100 characters I can pick from, and there's so many, right? Idol really showed me that. I mean, there's a lot of really useless characters I'll never want to see in this game, but Idol reminded me of like, damn, like GALAND exists, cool. Like I remember when he was a real unit, and he has not gotten an actual unit since launch of the game. There's never been a summonable GALAND since launch. There's never a ban, and I was like, oh, GALAND. Crazy. Absolutely insane, by the way. But regardless, that aside, I just wanted to press the OC stuff. And people, like, I don't like how many people have grown complacent towards OCs. Like, you have to look at it from the outside bubble. It's not good for the game. No matter how much you like them, I like the OCs. I like the Ragnarok OCs a lot. I love Tyr, Freya, Thor. I think they're all cool. Fenrir, I'll be hyped when we actually get the stuff, but it's not good for the actual player base. Except when they did the whole big announcement and they had like the animated short. If they made it a whole anime, which obviously big budget, but they had a whole live stream for it and everything was like planned and everything, and they said they're gonna release it in episodes. If they actually like really capitalized on that, that would have been cool. And I don't think I would have had to complain about this. But the other OCs, there's no defending that, right? The nightmares and the disasters, there's no defending that. That's horrible from the get-go. And collabs obviously are fine. Collabs are cool. They're supposed to get new players, and the whole goal is to be different from the actual anime. But let's get back to the list before this is a 50-minute video. Yeah, reverse stages, I'm sad they don't get updated, because it's a great system. It's really fun. Give us more, right? And then maybe give us what ifs. Start giving us what if stages, right? And force to use a certain character. And so then, do you have this character? And then, you know, it'd be fun. Like now, I think it'd be too easy or too hard for it'd be too easy for me or too hard for most people, I think. Reverse stages, but they can still update them. Just make them easy, right? No one will say no to easy content and easy gems. That's cool. That's cool to do. Even if it's easy, I'll still be like, oh cool, they're making me like do Ban versus Escanor in the perfect cube from Merlin. That's a cool what if, right? Or like, you know, or like I don't know, what if Estarossa was Meliodas, you know, and Zeldris, sorry, what if Zeldris started the Deadly Sins and Meli was a villain, and then we just get like some random what if fights, right? We have GALAND pull up on Zeldris and the other Sids instead of the Meli and the other Sids. Regardless, they could do a whole bunch of cool stuff with it, but they haven't. Training Dungeon is outdated, needs a whole revamp, and they know this. They know that Training Dungeon is a horrible system and a horrible, like, just part of the game, but they acknowledged it, and what they did is they made it so you can just skip ticket everything now, right? Which is not a fix. It's like it's a band-aid. It's not a fix. It's not healing. It's just covered up. They need to completely revamp this, give way more rewards. If I'm clearing one training cave a week, I want one whole 6 set of UR gear pieces, and that's not asking for much. I know we've been tricked into thinking that the game shouldn't give us any rewards, but trust me, like, we need to get that. That's like the bare minimum. If you play Arknights or you play FGO and you know there's an event coming like next month, like, you're setting aside all your stamina to farm the event because you're like, damn, I'm getting so much good stuff from this event, right? And there's an event in Grand Cross, which I'll get to later, I guess, but I guess I can skip that part then. There's an event in Grand Cross, like the Pikachu Demon or something, and they have a shop of stuff you can buy, and like, damn, like I just grinded this like thing and I can get 3 SSR pendants, bro. Let's go. That's 5 levels. Whereas in like other games it'd be like, oh, you get 500 pendants, and that's not an over exaggeration. That's just what it would be like, right? Anniversary, the demonic the beasts we get and everything, they maybe add up to like 21 pendants, everything, right? And like 20 SA coins. That needs to be like, and I'm not over exaggerating, 300 SA coins and like 400 pendants for anniversary. If you grind out all the events, that's what it has to be to make people want to play the game. Anniversary drops, and All my daily logins are the exact same as every other daily login. I log in, I do PvP for a video, I do my demons every now and then, if I can be bothered. I spend my orbs and I maybe put on some gold, and then that's it. That's me done, right? I'll look at the event tab and be like, I don't like the rewards, I don't do it. That's anniversary doesn't change it. Anniversary is just like, oh, log in, oh, I have to spend some more gems because the banner is so good, and then that's it. But there's no actual incentive to like actually play in the game more. So that's a huge problem. And then what I pretty much just said about like the OC stuff, or I have here as a point again. Now, Ragnarok versus Forkoa. Again, I mentioned how Ragnarok had a whole live stream. Forkoa had a big announcement that most people could have skipped if they didn't like actually read patch notes, and there was the new beginning. Forkoa's here, guys. Holy shit, new tavern, first story chapter. It's a prologue to Forkoa. It's the first episode of the anime, and that's been it since then. And they didn't make a big deal out of it. There was no big celebration behind it. It's just like, okay guys, it's here now, shut up, let us drop 7 OCs now, right? And then we got Subnek, Ella Lilia, Thor, Balder, you know, all back to back. Not cool, not very cool, to say the least. Not very cool. So this absolute flop for Koa. I expect some. I genuinely want an apology from them. As someone that's a mild 7 Deadly Sins fan, I want an apology for what they've done with Forkoa. And people will defend it, be like, oh, it's just a prologue. I don't give a shit. It's just a prologue. They title is the whole new beginning, and even if it's just a prologue, it's still the first episode. It's just introduction to the new main character of the new show. And what we got is not even the new main character for free. Percival should have been free 100%. We got a tiny story chapter, and that was it. And a shit banner. It should have been Percival for free, and then alongside the story we get all the characters like for free, right? We get the, I forget his name, I call him Yamcha, but he's not Yamcha. And then the girl we get for free and everything. We get all the boys for free, right? And then we get a Sin for free. Like, that's what it should have been. Right? Make people excited. When you start up this game, you go for the story chapters. You start off with a free Meli, I think Deanne as well, and Liz. And as you go, you get SR Golther for free, you get SR Bond for free, you get SSR DN for free, you get King for free, and it's like, wow, you're actually getting all the Sins for free. Wow, imagine that. And then Forkoa drops, and it's like, here's a 600 banner and a new tavern. Enjoy. We're gonna go back to OCs. Not cool. It's just not cool. And I think that's undefendable. If you want to defend it, probably something's wrong with your head. Festival release schedule. Everything's a UR Fest now. Ever since Meli, they've just decided that everything is a UR Fest now. It's not a special thing anymore. Like Golther is a UR Fest, Subnek is a UR Fest, Thor is a UR Fest, everyone's a UR Fest, right? Like, even though they're not, like, UR Fest should be like, that's like the ultimate form of that character, right? That should be a rare thing, right? Like Escanor is fine as a UR Fest, right? He even has a whole intro animation. That Meli that we have, Demon King Meli, True Magic, God Meli, that makes sense for UR character. Okay, Chaos Arthur, that one I would argue doesn't. He should have been like a darker than light, I guess, like more so. And then obviously like Subnek, why is she a UR Fest, right? Why is Thor a UR Fest? But even outside of that, like they added these extra 4 festivals, and they're in the dev notes. They said it's because people get so excited when we have characters with higher animation quality, and higher model quality added to the game. It's like, you don't have to release UR festivals to do that. You can just work on the characters more, right? Like, if you compare Gelda to UR festival, Gelda's animations are ass. They're reused animations, first of all, and just recolored, and they're not special, right? And you look at Golther, and it's like, wow, like Golther's animation they look insane. Like Golther aesthetically is my favorite unit in the game, right? Escanor has a whole intro. Meli has one of the coolest ultimates in the entire game, and even his cards look really sick, and he has like floating arms that glow around him, and the whole bar animates when he does like, right? That makes sense. But no one says that you can't put in effort for 600 banner characters, like 7 banner characters, right? No one says that you can't do that. So their excuse for this is stupid. And then even then, if they want to add more festivals, or they want to like celebrate each new season with a festival, that's cool. Make them regular festivals and double the rate. Okay, if you remember, for Fest Golther, they once doubled the rate on the banner to try it out. People complained because they don't like new rates, and they also removed the festivals off the banner, which that was fair. I wish we could have met in the middle, double rates and a festival. Sorry, actual, because like right now the new character doesn't have rate up, right? It's all 0.25, every fest is 0.25. So the new character, you have the same chance to pull a new character as you have a Purgatory Bond, which is horrible, the banner system. But if they're gonna do 4 extra festivals, at least make it so they're regular festivals, so that please make season festivals regular fest, so we have a use for a worthless blue to 1 Escanor coins. Okay, I've actually started using a lot of coins, even my dark and light ones, on the hourglasses. Right, but if we go to the coin shop, which is also horrible, I have 40 coins of just random characters sitting around that I'll never use. I can never use these because this shop doesn't get updated, and I have all these characters 50 out of 6, and there's just no point for them, right? They've given away Trader Meli for free, they've given out Light Liz for free, and we still can't get them in the shop. That doesn't make sense. At this point, when they're only releasing UR festivals, the Dark and Light ones should be available for purchase, surely, because their era is over. So now we can move on to them, right? No, we can't. And now we have the UR Fest coin, which doesn't do anything. It essentially doesn't do anything. You can buy this dog shit, but that's not real. No one's doing this. So I don't really understand. I don't get the point and why they don't want to update the coin shop. Let's say that the only reason why the coin shop's good, sort of, but not really, is because if you pull a festival and you don't need it, you can get like the older, like the LRs, right? Like next up we'll probably have Loli Merlin LR or Liz LR, right there, or King LR, or the one whatever LR. And a lot of new players won't have them because they're so rarely on banners, and when they are on banners, people don't want them on banners because they're so old and useless. So that's another big problem with like LRs in general, though. But you know, at least if they were coins, like regular coins, the new festivals, they could get more regular coins to buy these when they get an LR, and then people, like new players, don't have them. Because another point is the new player experience is horrible. You're essentially locked out of playing the game for 6 months, because the first 6 months you have to get like at least 4 million bucks. You see, you have to get a bunch of different teams up, bunch of different characters up. You have to get your gear up. You have to go for the story. You have to set a bunch of different things up. You have to grind out a lot of like the really worthless stuff that no one wants to grind out. And then when you're at the point where you have gear sets and you might even have more than one outfit for a character, and your character level 100 SA6, then you're still some of 4 million bucks to see and about your 3rd constellation level 8, and you still cannot compete with the average player, because there's just so many barriers to actually playing the game now, and that's horrible. That's horrible, very horrible. Imagine you're casual playing this, right, and you still want to have fun. You don't get to it now. It's 2 years until you can play, and at that point there's so many more new system. You've caught up, and now you've caught up to do a new system, so you can catch up again, and then you're still weaker. So the new player experience is horrible. Okay, Legends PvP game. I don't like the game. Okay, but if you start a count and you sign on banner, and you get all the new units and you put them together and you get some decent equips, which you can get like everywhere now, and you don't have to roll them to like Z plus God status. If they're A level, you can get to like God rank if you're okay at the game. And that's a personal thing, right? You're not locked out of the game for 12 months, getting up every like Zenkai boosting every character and everything, and getting all sorts of different things up. You can just get a new account, reroll, right, a good team, and you can play. I know that because I do it every now and then during anniversaries and stuff. It's a guilty pleasure of mine. Right, like that's what should the norm should be, and this is a PvP gacha too. Like it has PvP elements, at least let people compete on an even playing field, which they don't. Ungeared's an attempt, but ungeared high key is more whale favored than geared at this point. So anyway, yeah, the UR Fest thing is horrible. Yeah, okay, that's me just complaining the thing. Not often an increase in free-to-play gems for the average player to keep up. That's definitely true as well, because the rates don't go up and we just get more festivals, and the festivals are harder to get. So that something isn't adding up. That's not good. Now, yeah, no rate increases either, even though that would be the first thing you'd have to do to ensure before dropping more premium characters, right? The one number, like if I have a gacha game and I don't want people to just stop playing. When I'm deciding, oh yeah, I'm just gonna make more limited characters that are also harder to get. Yeah, I might want to increase the rates a little bit, right? Give the new characters a rate up. Why not? Give the new characters a rate up. And then we get like 2 new characters a month, which is horrible too, and they're all seasons most of the time, and they're worthless and they're horrible. And then we have to wait for a new UR festival, and that might be okay. And then a LR that's worthless because they don't do it right. So we need to have this is something people have been saying for ages too. The UR banners, the 600 banners need to be more than one character again. We need to have like 2 banner 600, like 2 character 600 banners, right? Like Sariel Tarmil, Zarata Zeldris, right? And then that would also let them do like whatever like stupid OC they want, And then also in addition to that, like a synth character, right? They could do like a Guild Thunder, right? I would keep saying Guild Thunder, but I really want a Guild Thunder. The only Demon Hendrickson we have in the game, and he's the big boss of season 1. Crazy boss. Like, he looks very cool, and he is very cool in general. Insane fight, really cool scene with him. The entire season is dedicated to him. And the only unit we have for him is one that was given away for free. So make that make sense. The unit that people, I remember when JP had their first Annie, were speculating to be the first Annie, because like, oh my god, first season boss, it'll be Demon Hendrickson. That character does not have a actual real summonable unit now, which is crazy, very crazy. But you know, Shin has about 17, so make that make sense. Yeah, that's crazy. So yeah, more 600 banners, and also when we get festivals, bring back free banner units like we had back in the day, right? Like Demon Hendrickson, we had Arthur as well. We had other ones as well back. Like my brain doesn't work, but I could bring them back maybe. You know, maybe start giving us free characters again on celebrations. That'd be cool. But yeah, even if it's not like when Gala releases, give us like 3 free blue Zeldresses. Like what's the harm, right? When he LR'd, like, give us a free one. Why not? Give us a couple free ones. I think that'd be fine. Costumes are still all insanely overpriced, and the entire system overall is mega predatory. New character releases, you have to spend 60 gems for one outfit, and this is a pest, and you don't even have the chance to. And then you have to pay like 20 upwards to $36 or more. Actually, upwards like $40 or more for the outfits, which make the character usable in top tier content. Because characters without outfits are ass. And you'll have to wait months to buy the outfits, and even more if you want to buy them at a discount, which is still about 1 multi-summon for 1 piece of an outfit, not the full thing. Disgusting. Like, I think the full set should be 20 gems, or like $5. And if there's a discount, there should be like 15, and that's not unreasonable. The outfits most of the time just suck ass anyway. They're just stats that make a humongous difference, like genuinely insane difference, but they're so expensive. If you're free to play, you can't compare your character to the YouTuber you're watching ever, because they will have outfits. Like Boxy C and Constellations aside, they'll have outfits. You cannot compare your character to theirs. It's night and day. For most characters, it's night and day if you have the outfits or not. So this whole thing, like, we have the traveling merchant, right? Which I don't know when they're live or whatever, but bro, I'm clicking the wrong things. We have the traveling merchant, right? Like this thing. I can go there real quick. And like she'll appear in towns, and she on launch. Well, I remember when Grand Cross global launch, I was making videos, guys. Make sure you visit her and you get all the weapons and stuff. And the PvP shop too. The PvP shop used to have well, it still has technically, but like weapons and stuff. They're all for like old dogshit characters. Why doesn't that get updated? Why don't we get like a celebration? Not even a celebration, like an update where it's like, oh, new Lost Vein Meli weapon now in store, right? Why don't we get that? Why does everything have to be like, we get Hog Pass outfits, I know, but like, why don't we get more free ones and like the PP stuff and stuff, right? I don't have this one. I don't know what character this is for, and honestly, I don't want to know. I think it's Meli actually, but this is Slater. I know this is Slater. I remember this was my main on JP launch. Like, this was cool back then, but now like they need to rework this completely. This is not what it once was. This is not the generous thing it once was. So yeah, we want to ease the burden of upgrading characters, and then they drop 5 new systems to upgrade characters. So they, for the 50,000th time, say we want to lower the burden of upgrading characters, okay, for new players and stuff, and then they still don't make the characters on the banner level 100 when you pull them. They make them level 90. The one-step evolution is still at level 100 SA6. It is level 90 6-star yellows, yellow 6-star, and that's also not that's been the same for like 2 years now. We've had level 100 for 2 years. Make it 100 now. Make it SA6 or SA4 or something at least. Make it easier for people. And ever since the last time I think they said it, they introduced UR festivals. They introduced they introduced LRs, they introduced UR festivals, they introduced True Awakening, and they introduced a new demonic beast, and they introduced Super Awakening upgrades, right? The new bird fight. And the only one of those that they've sort of like helped ease the pain of was the LRs, because you actually get more LR coins now. right? And they did a great job with that. But the rest, no, not what like no whatsoever. Technically they help with pendants, but that's offset by the fact that everything is the UR festival now, and everything else isn't good except Baldur. So that's not, you know, that's, you know, again, they need to work on this part of the sentence first before they get to this part of the sentence, I think. Or like before they start doing this, they need to actually work on what they said. All demonic beasts need to drop 5 times the amount of rewards. Well, something I've read in the comments, I didn't really have that complaint. I have a different one that's sort of akin to this. Was people were like, dude, I'm doing demonic beast battle bird, and it's taking me like 15 minutes, and then I have to do it 15 more times, and for one holy relic. And it's like, yeah, true, I guess. And the thing is, the farmable ones, the farmable demonic beast battle, right? So like Nidhogg, Skull and Hadi, Deer, and Bird, they all should drop about 5 times what they drop now. And then the new one, if you clear it weekly, it should give you half the holy relic on stage 3, maybe 2/3 on stage 3. If you do stage 3, it should give you 2/3 of a holy relic. So that if you do stage 1 the next week, or like stage 1.5, or well, I guess stage 2, you can already make the holy relic. So that your time is more appreciated in the game. You don't have to do 50 different runs. You can actually just do it like a couple times and you have the holy relics. A new player, like I said, new player experience horrible. They have to grind about 250 runs of bird before they can have all the bird relics, which are needed for box CC and GP, and for character being able to be used. Okay, they'll see, oh my god, NANASHI is like so good for unknown backline. They use him like, wow, this guy's so worthless. Well, why don't I have this? Oh, holy relic. Oh, Skull and Hadi. Oh, let me beat this 10,000 times to get one holy relic. Not good. Ease the burden on players, please. And then demons, same thing. If I'm clicking this button, right, and I'm clicking this, and I'm clearing them all, I don't want no, oh, it's enough from level 90 to 100. If, well, not even, oh, it's about half of what you need from 90 to 100 if you use the double food. No, it should be, oh, it's about 3 times what you need from 90 to 100 if you use the double food, or 4 times. You can do these once a day. You can spawn these once a day, right? You can do this dog shit that no one does anymore because you can just auto them. So they need to drop so much more, and people don't talk about this. If I have to do a Great Demon, that Great Demon better give me 700 of that material. I'm not trying to do a Great Demon in 2024. Okay, and thankfully I don't have to, but that's for other reasons. That's because of the monthly. But you know, they need to, that needs to increase by a lot pronto as well. I'm not trying to, like, bro, they drop a collab like 4 characters. What am I meant to do? I can do the demons once, and that's half a character, maybe, if I'm lucky. And I probably won't be, so that's not good. T-Build, I've made a whole video about this, I think, but T-Build needs to be looked at again. I'm going to keep this short. We're way too deep in this dogshit system right now, that has been the same since Halloween Gother. And every future character has to work with characteristics instead of races, because right now we're only getting unknowns and humans. And moving forward, it's mostly only going to be unknowns and humans. So if you don't just want different variations of human and unknown teams running about, of which there's going to be one clear winner and that people are going to run that one, you probably should start doing characteristics. Baldur should not work with unknown. He should work with Ragnarok. Thor should only work with Ragnarok. Subnak should work with disasters instead of unknowns. You know, that type of stuff, right? We already have like Meli and stuff. They work with the sins, and that's cool, and that's good. Keep it up. The characteristic, not race. Stop with the race stuff. You can do demon teams and stuff still, right? Some, but the entire game shouldn't evolve around races. We should do characteristics. In 2024, it does not mean shit if you're a commandment. No one gives a shit if you're a commandment. You're just a demon. You're a demon, or maybe you're not. Maybe you're Droll or Glocks, and you're even a demon. And then you don't get benefits on the demon team, even though you're a commandment and you work with those guys. Kind of weird. Holy Knights, not even characteristic. You know, and there's many others that aren't a characteristic either. And that's kind of cringe. So please work on that. Thank you. And then card sets also need to do more. I didn't write that down, but like if we get like a Dawn's Roar card set, right? And it makes like Slater, Simon, Weinhardt, and Hugo and stuff better. Like a lot better. Like 500% basic stat increase, 500% subset increase. About that level of better, because that's what they need. That'd be cool. I think I said their team wrong, but you know what I mean. Their squad, yeah. New player experience, I already said this, and we stopped getting new modes. We kind of just get like the same mode but like reskinned or upgraded, and that's about it. We had this goddesses or like archangels versus commandments event. We had to pick a side, and you had to grind for that side, and then like there's the side where you get like 5 extra gems or something, and there was this cool boss speed fight in the middle where you had to do certain things to get max points. You know, grind like chalices to like challenge them. And I really thought that event was sick. And people cared about that event because people are, oh my god, which side should I choose? And I was choosing the side with GALAND. And Goddesses ended up being the favor. But I don't care. I had so much fun in that event. I was ranked in the top 100 for like the chalices stuff throughout the entire event. And I think I was like top 20 at some point as well. So I really like that event, and I hope they do stuff like this again. That made me want to play. Right? Picking a side and fighting for a side and having a fun fight to go alongside it. I thought that was cool. And one big thing to finish it off is I want to see some sort of offline farming. I want to see something like sending out your units to do demons. Okay, let's say you've done your demons. Let me have a button here that says like similar to patrol, or like just give patrol more tabs, right? Oops, I didn't set it up. Right, and instead of just being gear and a skip ticket, what you can do is you do like gold farming. Okay, Slime had one of the best systems for that ever, which was the simulated something, I think, or simultaneous something, simultaneous simulation, I don't know, something like that, bro, I swear to god. And essentially you could pick any stage that you could auto repeat, and you could just set like let me not go here, let me go to the gold stage. Like, you could go here, and then you could be like, okay, I want 700 runs, it will take so much stamina, let me load up so much stamina. There's no skip tickets and read it, but it will take like 9 hours. Okay, like each run is about this amount of time. So if you do 700 runs, it's like it adds up to like 9 hours, and you can just do that. So you could grind this offline. You could go offline without having your phone open, your PC open, and running it like a maniac. Phone games are not meant to be played 24/7, right? Like back in the day, it might have been cool to have book stage up all night because you wanted to wake up, sell them for like 7 million. You're like, whoa, I'm so rich now. But nowadays, that's not the case. You're not trying to do that. You're trying to do this quick and get out. Okay, so give us that like simultaneous simulation something, whatever it was called. But yeah, that's pretty much all I have. If you guys have any other complaints about the game, let me know, right? Maybe in the Marble Seasons. But yeah, I thought I'd add my 2 cents, and we ended up being 32 minutes, so that's pretty cool. But yeah, anyway, good job.